Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed is a spiritual crossing of the threshold to the world of being a truly expanded human being. Hosted by mediums Cheryl Murphy and Kelley Eckhart.
Hey, Kelley. Hey, you hear all of that, guys? Hang tight, guys.
Our video's not showing us.
Hi. So, hi, everyone.
Hey, can you hear me? Uh-oh. I think we are, hold on. I need to, you know what, it's duplicating, Cheryl. It's duplicating. But let me exit out. I don't know if it ended my live.
Because it's on my Instagram live too, and that is.
We couldn't mute IG. So we're trying out IG, you guys. We're on Instagram live, but I think I messed it up because it was duplicating us, and I just closed out the window. Brianna, can you just check IG and see if we're on there? I'm just curious because I don't want to open it up and look. But welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year. We're so excited to be back.
Okay, we'll work on it. So, hi everyone. Welcome to tonight's show. We're trying to do our Instagram live but we'll get it figured out. You know, it's all tech stuff. We want to wish you a happy new year and just thank you so much for joining us tonight. We wanted to make it worth your while and really come on and generate more of a buzz around our show tonight, which is angels everywhere. So we see people logging in. So we're going to say hi to you in just a moment. But I first want to say Happy New Year to Kelley. Hey, Kelley, how you doing?
Thank you. Happy New Year to you, Cheryl. I do have a little bit of a cough, so excuse me. I'll try not to cough on the screen. It's just allergies and asthma. That time of the year, the weather. I cleaned out the garage on New Year's Day, and it was very dusty, and it really activated my allergies and asthma.
Well, you know, that happens, and that's going to happen. So
yeah, but I mean, my garage looks great.
yeah, that's great. Welcome everyone. We have missed you. Number one, we have wished all of you Merry Christmas. You've seen our replays for the past couple of weeks. We wanted to kind of take a break. We know everyone's been out, you know, having family or traveling for the holidays. So we're back we want to welcome you into 2024. Kelley, it's really going to be such a great year ahead. And angels are going to abound, I know, for 2024.
Yes. So Cheryl, your live is working. Is it on your computer?
You know what? I turned off my live on my computer. I closed out the window because I could hear it. Hear it was.
But how come you're still live and I'm not?
I don't know. I didn't think it would really work.
It's working. It looks great.
Oh, I'm so happy that we
will play with this more and we will master it. We'll be the queens of Instagram.
Yeah, we're the queens of Instagram for sure. We're going to be on there more. And guys, thanks very much for joining us. And look, if you're not on our mailing list yet, go to our website, seeingbeyondradio.com. Sign up for our website. For our mailing list, because then we'll always keep you informed of what topics are going to come up each week or what guests we're going to have on the show. And we'll also share with you the replays from the previous week.
Yes. And how are your holidays? Did you enjoy your Christmas?
I enjoyed my Christmas thoroughly. It was a lovely, exciting day. And so was New Year's. I mean, I've just had such a great couple of weeks. I had family come in town. We had just celebrating and, great visiting time. And the weather, I think, during that time was so beautiful too. If I remember, Christmas, beautiful.
We were at the beach, so I loved it.
That's right. You were.
In Huntington with my daughter, and it was quite beautiful, the weather.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it, and we learned a new sport. Apparently, pickleball is huge now. And they're using all the tennis courts, and they're making pickleball courts where tennis courts used to be. All the parks are getting them, and there's like wait lists to play pickleball.
Yeah.
So we played a game of pickleball. It was so funny because we were out Christmas shopping and we were going to buy a pickleball set, and we ran into my daughter buying a pickleball set.
Oh, funny. That's funny. Yeah. Pickleball is really the hit, and especially, California, Florida. Yeah. I'm sure it's across the
Seattle
US.
too. My sister-in-law says it's everywhere in Seattle.
Yeah.
So there's a park down the street from my house, and I was gonna go see it because they have tennis courts if they have pickleball courts now.
I
Because
really I'm a tennis player myself, but I know I would enjoy pickleball too. I
well,
just
we
know.
had fun. I tried to make it more exciting, and I tried to make it a game of pickleball/dodgeball.
Yeah.
So they had teams of 2, and then
Okay.
I darted across and not to get hit by the ball.
Oh,
Make it
well,
a little bit more challenging for
it's
my
very
child.
creative.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I like dodgeball too. I'm a
I
good
did too.
dodgeball
So
player.
I made a little bit of a both. Yeah.
So look, Kelly, right now I'm doing 9 days of I'm doing 12 days of gifting. I'm doing the gift of giving for 12 days for everyone
I
that's
know, I saw that.
on our
You're
show
so
tonight.
amazing.
And Kelly, I did a evening of angel readings,
Oh,
and I told them about our show tonight.
yay, and
I
there's a
said,
lot of people on tonight. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to be with Kelly Eckhart. If you guys don't know Kelly, we're going to be doing maybe some readings, but we're going to be talking about angels. And, everyone can relate to angels, Kelly, and people always want to
Sure.
know how to connect to angels. How do we know that there are angels,
Right?
and right. So I thought you and I
Yes.
could share our experiences or our stories about our angel experiences or help people before we get into readings, but share with people how we connect to our angels. Like you, I know you have lots of angels, and I know you've had some since you were a child too. I know
Yes.
you.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's it's a great conversation because I don't know, I called them my angels, but one of them's my great-grandmother.
Hmm.
Wait, my great-great-grandmother, because it was my
Hmm.
mother's grandmother, so it's great-great, right? Or is that great?
Um, I think it's great
It's my
grandmother.
grandmother's mother. Okay, so
Hmm.
great-grandmother. So one of them is my great-grandmother, but
Hmm.
I thought she was an angel, and I always called her an angel until I started developing and really understood there was, guides and angels.
Right.
But as a child, they were all my angels in my head.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
That's lovely. And I know that I've had an angel experience. I don't think I've ever shared with you, Kelly,
No,
but
I would love to hear it.
I really feel there was an angel on earth that helped me because had a flat tire. I was with a friend of mine. We had a flat tire, and I mean, it's just the worst, situation. We're leaving town. Very few people on the road. We
Right?
our spare isn't working, and really honestly feel an angel pulled over, helped us out, and got us back on the road again because we just didn't have the tools, and we needed help getting our tire fixed. And once again, we're just in a place where there's not a lot of people around. And as sure as we left this person, as soon as they helped us, they left, and even though they told us their name and their phone number, it was really never meant to be. We never connected with them again. But I
Mm.
know that was an angel, Kelly. I know that in those times of,
Earth angel.
yes, earth angels. So I
I've
believe in
got
earth
those.
angels too.
Me
I do.
too.
Yes.
I had one that
Okay.
looked like Santa Claus when I was a kid.
Do you? Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Oh my gosh. So let's
Yes.
let's say hi to some people. How's that?
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. There's so many people on tonight. I've missed you guys.
I know.
Uh,
We have Gabby. Hey, Gabby. And she was with
yeah,
me earlier. And Eva. Hey,
and
Amy.
Janet and
Marina.
Teresa and yeah, there's so many people. Let's see who else. Amy, did you see Amy? Is Sue? Hi,
Hi,
Sue
Amy.
and Julia. And hi, Jeffrey.
Hey, Jeffrey. And we have WC. We have so many people, like you said, Sue, Teresa, Amanda,
Mhm.
Janet. Hi, Janet.
Maria.
Julie, Heidi. Hi. Guys, thanks for coming on. And I'm so glad, Kelly. I mean, you're just such a great person to talk about angels with
I love
because
angels.
I know you vibe with them. I mean, I feel like I'm with my sister here. Like we have such great vibes about angels. We recognize them. We connect with our angels. And I just want to share with people about like how do you connect with your angels? Like, do you talk to them every day, Kelly? How do you,
I just
how do you,
knew there so as a child, I literally talked to them every day.
okay.
And at nighttime, I'm not making this up. I astro traveled to that universe, and I would sit and talk with my angels, and they would teach me things that like I needed to know to get by, right? Because it was a difficult life growing up. but they really used to love helping me with my math. I know that sounds so weird, but I was a
Oh.
mathematician as a child. My dad was a mathematician. They ran out of math classes for me, and I loved math. And
Mhm.
I didn't really understand what the emphasis was on math, but I was obsessed with math. I still am. And as I get older, and I started getting into this work, I really feel like it was more about understanding the universe and how we're all connected because math is about a lot of like patterns and things, and that's what we see in this world, and so I think it was part of my journey to learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a language, right? Mathematics is
yeah,
a language. It's a universal language, right?
and it's
It's
the way they communicate with me through
Mhm.
numbers a
Through
lot.
numbers. So
Yes,
just what you said, Kelly, I would love to hear from our audience members in the chat box, everyone. Please make a comment. Do you ever feel you see numbers, right? Do you guys feel that you get numbers from angels, or do you ever see a series of numbers? We want to hear, and we want to hear what your numbers are, because Kelly and I could help with that also. So what
yes,
numbers are familiar to you, or what numbers do you recognize? That you get every day, or that series of numbers. We'd love to hear.
yeah, and I can vividly remember because 'cause I've had, a couple which I didn't know at the time because I was a child, but I've had some near-death experiences, but I
Mhm.
didn't realize that that's what it was because to me, it was so natural, but my angels always brought me back. They always brought me back, and I always remember seeing my body from above with them and going, "Well, I don't need to go back there," and like, "No, we have to come back, it's not your time," and they would bring me back to my body, and then I would come to.
Oh my.
'Cause
So you heard them, and
I
did you
was with them, I was sitting with them watching what was happening below to my body, like, I was a child and I had drowned at the ocean.
wow. And what
Yeah,
what did they look like? What did they look like when you saw
well,
them?
they're
Like,
just, like usually they come to me as, like, normal people dressed but they're always dressed in all white, but not looking like an angel, but I knew they were angels.
mhm, right.
And
Yeah.
everywhere my room, I call it my room, because that's where I would go to meet them. My room
Mm,
was always all white, and it had a
mm.
marker board that was white.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it had desk. They taught me things at night while I was
Nice.
sleeping. They were always
Nice.
teaching me about, like, the world and people and how to survive, in this difficult world.
You had your own angel classroom.
But I don't know, like, I think some of them were angels and some were guides. But I'll
Yeah.
say there was 5 of them that I've had since birth, and 4 always, and the 5th one would kinda come and go.
Mhm.
And they were always there whenever I was severely sick or in the hospital or when I drowned or had a near death experience. They were always there to kind of pick me back up and say, "No, no, no, it's not your time. You came for a reason. Keep going back, Kelly."
Wow.
So I always remember that. And I just thought, "Oh, they're angels because they're all in white." So some of them possibly could be um, guides. But I'll
Yeah.
have to say, when I started developing and doing my
Mhm.
mediumship,
Mhm.
when somebody walks in the room that I'm gonna read for that I know is connected to their angels like I am, I smell like a roses.
Mm. Mhm.
Very strong, like rose potpourri or something, and I'll
Mhm.
ask them, like, "Are you wearing perfume?" Or is like, "Nope, I'm not wearing any perfume." I know right then, and
Mm.
there's a glow about them, their
Mhm.
aura that I can feel and see. It's like a warmth,
Mhm. Mhm.
and then when I ask them, like, I know that they know what I know, and so
Yeah.
I'll say it, and it's like, "Oh my gosh, you understand." So I do think I have that connection with people, and so I don't
Mhm.
necessarily do angel readings, but when the angels show up, I will give it to them, and I
Yeah.
know that they're gonna resonate because they felt it like I do. Does that make sense?
It does, and I love your imagery and your experience with angels, Kelly, and, I just wanna say that, I've had angel experiences where, yes, I can actually, like you, I can feel, sense, see angels with people when I'm giving them a reading.
Yes.
Even on Zoom in the little squares, you
Yes.
can feel the energy that they are connected with an angelic realm.
Mhm.
Whether the angels wanna connect with them, that's
Mhm.
the message maybe, or
Right?
validating that they know they connect with angels, they meditate, they ask, they work with angels. So when there's the presence of a higher vibration like that coming through, it's a very sacred time, it's very sacred. I
You
know
know
I
yeah.
yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say when I need money, for example, or when I'm moving, because I've moved a lot in my life, but uh, lovingly so. I love change and I love experiencing new things. But if ever I was short on money, I would say angels of finance, like angels, like my money angels, like I need, X amount of dollars to make this move happen, right? Because that can get pricey, expensive. But I would always get a certain amount every time I needed to move. And whether it was refund checks coming in or people who wanted to pay me back, or I don't know, even companies, giving rebates, what have you. Somehow, Kelly, all the money would come in, and I would my jaw drops every time, every single time. Yeah,
Yes,
I do.
and I love that.
Yeah.
To me, I feel, and this may sound a little corny, but it just popped into my head. But to me, oh, how weird. Something just fell in the room. I don't even know what that was, but that was so weird. But to
Oh.
me, to me, manifestation is connected to the angelic realm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That's what I feel. Because when
Mm.
we're manifesting things and creating things for
Mm-hmm.
our world, because we create our own universe, right? That's
Right.
my belief. And
Yeah.
it's really what's gotten me through, because I want to say the angels taught me that at birth. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've always manifested since I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's like I'm asking for $1,000,000. I'm asking for what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Asking for what's needed for me or my family or my
Mm-hmm.
children.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, money comes when it needs to. So
Mm-hmm.
I have learned early on not to worry,
Yeah.
because I know it will be taken care of. It
Yeah.
will happen when it's supposed to. It will be okay. And
Mm-hmm.
that's been a life-saving thing. Granted, that doesn't mean bad things aren't going to happen, or there's not going to be, tragedy in our life, right? But that has gotten me through those difficult times. And to me, that's an inspiration. I lost my son. I miss him dearly. As a matter of fact, on New Year's Day, I was a bawling mess. I woke up crying,
Mm.
because it's like, it's been 7.5 years. This is
Mm-hmm.
our eighth New Year's without him, but he's been back past 7.5 years. And I think it's sort of like, I've heard this before, like the 7-year mark is like it really hits you.
Yeah.
And I think it just hit me like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I miss him so badly. And I also think that I woke up having had a visitation, because I do vividly remember seeing him in a dream, but then waking up. So it was almost like the dream got interrupted. And I think that might have been why I started,
Mm-hmm.
crying. But at the
Right.
same time, like I've gotten signs that day from spirit. I
Yeah.
felt motivated and loved.
I'm so comforted by the fact that you have your family, Kelly, that helps you. I know it's a lot for you to go through the loss of your son, so just lots of
Yeah,
love to
I
you.
mean, well, I'm not the only one who's lost somebody.
Yeah.
There's no
No.
pity party here. I lost
Well,
my son, but he's with me always.
mhm.
But I understand, it's difficult for people, and I get the depression and the sadness. And, sometimes we just have to allow it and know that the universe is working through us in a way,
Mhm.
and we have to trust.
And speaking of visitation, for everyone listening, dreams and visitations are real. My brother who passed away a while back, just speaking of New Year's, he came to me on New Year's morning. It's just like but not this year. It was like 2 years ago now, I think. He came to me on New Year's morning in my dream, but he came into my room and sat on my bed and told me he was here to check on me and my mom. And it was like, oh my God, I'm not dreaming. This is a real experience. Like, oh my God, I mean, it's so real. They look like they look, and once again, I saw him get up and walk into my mother's bedroom and check on
Mhm.
her. And I mean, it visitations are truly experiences from our departed loved ones.
Yeah.
And I believe angels can have visitation, give us visitations. Our guides can do this, but a departed loved one, and
I
you don't
think
even
the
have
angels
to have
bring them.
what's that?
I think the angels bring them for those
Mhm,
visits. They
mhm,
teach them
perhaps,
how. Yeah.
perhaps, yeah. If we can just read some numbers, I just wanted to say that Lisa is saying absolutely she gets 222 333, and
Oh, love it.
Amanda gets 1111, which is such a big one, right? Make a wish on 1111. Those are angel numbers.
Yes, and here's a one here. They get 8112. Her brother passed away at age 22,
Yes.
At age 22, birthday. Wait, hold on. It's moving. I also see my mom's address, 2424, on license plates or on the clock. And I know it's them either, I think, but I get, so my son gives me 420.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was a stoner, right? He smoked pot, and we fought about it all the time because I didn't think it was appropriate, you know. But he had his what do you call it, like marijuana license, you know, when he was 18. And I said, you can smoke it all you want, but don't bring it in my house, right? So
Mhm.
what is the first thing he did? Literally the day he passed, he came to us at 420 with a message. There
Yeah.
was like a clear sign at 420. He started waking everybody up at 4:20 a.m.
Oh my
The
gosh.
computer would turn on and the clock would go and it'd say 4:20 across the computer. Freaked out my daughter and everybody. I was like ecstatic because I'm like, it's just him letting us know he's okay. So
Yeah.
for you, Teresa, wait, not Teresa, who was it? Oh, here we go. Maria, those
Uh-huh.
are just signs of your loved ones letting you know they're with you. Okay.
Mhm.
They're just letting you know they're with you. Sometimes though they're angel messages. And
Mhm.
you know, I think 1111, isn't that the angels are with you, right? Like
Right.
guidance from the angelic realm.
Mhm.
222, that's they all have special meanings. You
Mhm.
know, I know that my favorite site to go to is that Joanne's Sacred Scribe because she really channeled these beautiful angel messages and
Uh-huh.
combined it with numerology. And to me, that speaks to me because I'm a numbers person.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, you know, I mean, that's my favorite thing.
You know, and we can even ask, we can even ask our guides to show us, a validation confirmation through the series of numbers too, right? You
Yes.
know, are we making a connection? Do I have an angel with me? Are you communicating with me? Am I getting your message correctly?
Yeah.
And let them show you a sign through the series of numbers that you see. Once again, you can ask the questions, show gratitude, that you are appreciating their help, and then we have to let it go and release it and
Yes.
let that series of
Trust.
numbers come right in their own divine time. And usually they come really pretty quickly.
I like what John said. He doesn't see numbers, right? I think they communicate with me with numbers because I'm a numbers person. Not everybody gets numbers, but
Mhm,
he gets all kinds of signs like feathers, dimes, and perfume smells. I
mhm.
love that. I love that. And
I
you're open to it. That's beautiful.
Mhm, and that was very clear, gustance when
Cognitive,
you smell something, right? Very clear
yes.
gustance.
Clair,
Well, gustance when
Clair,
you're
is it
tasting.
Clairgustance or Gustance?
Well, I know. It's both. I think it's clairgustance actually. When you taste the smell, you know, when you taste the pasta sauce or when you taste any medicines or cigarette smoke. Also, smelling is clairalience, or you could even say, clear psychic smelling if you want, just to shorten it. But those are wonderful abilities that he has. I just want to say those are wonderful abilities. I hope you embrace those and are you're grateful that about that because you could really do a beautiful reading or a guided reading for someone just using those two senses of seeing or tasting. I mean, of smelling or tasting. Yeah.
Here's a great one. Why would I smell burning wood occasionally? Would that be my dad visiting? Just the fact that you're asking if it's your dad, obviously there's some connection to your dad and burning wood. So if that's what you feel, I always say like the first person you think of when something like this happens, that's who's visiting because they're in
Right.
your thoughts, they're in your mind
Right.
talking to you. So
Yeah.
you oftentimes something will happen and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's Uncle Jim or that's whoever,"
Mhm.
right? So yes, I would say that's your father.
Mhm.
Um, there's a lot of people with amazing things that they're saying tonight, and I know that we had said we were gonna do angel readings, and it's
Sure.
7:29 now. Do you
Okay.
wanna do some readings, and how are we gonna do this?
Yeah. We can work it however you'd like. We can bring them backstage and do a couple. I would just say just do a couple at a time and then maybe take a couple of questions if you want in the comment section, or maybe, they'll have another conversation as well. How would you like to work it? Would you like everyone to type in the comment section,
Well,
Kelly?
do we
Uh,
wanna bring anybody up live, or do we wanna just do the comments?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say, yeah, whatever you're feeling comfortable with at this time.
You know, I wasn't feeling good earlier, but this conversation lifted me right up, and I don't feel, I don't feel under the weather anymore. I feel fantastic. So
Okay.
let's give the link and bring a couple people up. We
Okay.
won't do a lot online. We're going to answer questions too. So
Yeah,
here's
because we
what we're
want
going to do. We're going
to.
to do one person up, answer a question in the comments. One person up,
Love,
answer a question. Go back and forth.
love
That
it.
way we
I
can
love
reach
that.
more people. So
And
Brianna, if you'll post the link, that would be great. And then everybody's posting beautiful questions. So thank you, Brianna. She's putting the link here. It's in the comments, so if you can find it in the comments, just copy it and paste it into your browser. Yeah.
Jose is asking, can you explain seeing the numbers 333? What is the meaning behind those numbers?
Oh,
Jose,
yeah.
it's very much an angelic number. It means that your angels are all around you. Whether you're seeing 3 or 333, that number 3, it's almost like the Trinity, body, mind,
Yes.
soul,
Yes.
Father,
Yes.
it's the Trinity feeling of knowing that angels are all around you. So I would say number 3 and 1111, really high vibrational numbers, but you can learn more about that through following me and Kelly, or looking up numerology if you want to, because numerology is a great field of study. It talks a lot about the energy vibration around numbers, and every number is it's a good number. There's no bad numbers, right?
Yeah, I just posted from my favorite website, Joanne's Sacred Scribes.
Mhm.
I just posted she gives several different versions. Here's a link to the website. This is my favorite website. I have been using this for almost 10 years now. I pray that they never take it down. I mean, I don't know if she's written a book. I should look for it because I really, really resonate with her over
Yeah.
anybody else. Even like, what is it?
Doreen Virtue.
I resonate with it more than Doreen
Yeah.
Virtues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Doreen Virtue's another one. I have all her books.
Yeah, I kind of started using this book, and then Kelly, now I look at your website too that you recommended, but the
Yeah,
Doreen Virtue book I like.
yeah.
It's
It's just
easy.
it's easy to pull up on your phone, when you're
Yeah,
like thinking of it.
yeah,
So we have a few people. Let's take
yeah. Let's
Savannah
just take
Ortiz
a
real quick.
couple. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it
and
for
then
now, and we'll just see how this goes. Yeah.
hi Savannah.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, guys.
How are you? And what is your question for us, please?
I'm good. Just about the whole angel thing, like I had said, I'm very open-minded to everything. I've been watching you guys for about a couple of years. I would say like about four years now. I feel like I've been watching you guys,
Thank you.
and catching you guys, and you guys make me more open-minded. So I feel like that helps a lot.
Yeah.
So like the angel numbers, or like I said in the comments earlier, I was watching like a slideshow of family things. We just took a whole bunch of family photos, and I like recently lost my dad and grandma like 3 months apart. So I felt like one of them joined me, like on my right side. So I just wanna I feel like my question would be, I don't know if you guys are able to or not, about, you said like a guardian angel type of thing. Would you guys be able to like see or sense like who my guardian angel would be type of thing?
Well, I know right off the bat it's Archangel Michael is one of
That's
them.
what I was gonna say.
No,
I see
Kelly.
blue. I see blue all around her. She's surrounded by this. I love it when you say the same thing I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that great? I love the synchronicity.
I should have said it at the same time as you.
No, I saw you. I'm like, I gotta get in there before she gets it.
I was like, oh. Yeah, I felt that blue around her, right? You go ahead, Cheryl. Keep going. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say they're very talented. You're very talented, Savannah. You're very creative. Are you going to school, please, or did you just get out of school, or you're going back in? But
No, but it was been on my mind.
because I know your loved ones are around you. I actually feel a female guide around you also, like an Ariel, like a female Ariel, wanting you to kind of, I don't know if you create vision boards, Savannah, but I would encourage you to create a vision board for 2024. Okay. Do you know what that is, or have you heard of that before? A
Is it
vision
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, a vision board, it's about putting up, because Archangel Ariel talks to me about you putting your dreams and wishes out on paper, or, creating a poster board with pictures of what you want to manifest. Because Ariel, I just feel like she's a dream angel, or she's helping you manifest your dreams, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to leave you with those two, Michael and Ariel, and I'm going to hand it back over to Kelley.
And so the first thing I saw is that you're surrounded or like engulfed with Archangel Michael's wings at all times. So to me, I feel like you've always been blessed. And even though I know life hasn't been easy because you have had a lot of loss for such a young person, I do believe though you are very connected to your angels and that Archangel Michael isn't the only one. And I don't always like to give my angels names, but Archangel Michael seems to be a very prominent one that I connect with a lot.
Yes.
And sometimes I just connect with angels. It's just this beautiful rose potpourri kind of smell. So I do want to say, stay positive, and when things get tough, talk to them because they're there for you. And try journaling at night next to your bed. Like leave it next to your bed. Really, like any kind of guidance you're seeking or answers, and ask your angels, when you feel lost or confused, because they're really there for you. And I feel like they're taking you on your journey because you haven't even really tapped into who you really are yet. I don't know how young you are. Everybody's picture looks like we're like teenagers. I mean, you could be 20s, you could be 30s, 40s. I don't know. But I do feel like around age 40 is when you really come into your true self. I feel like everything up until then is more like preparing you for what you're going to do. So I hope that makes sense.
It does, and it makes sense, and it helps a lot. Like, I do manifest a lot. I do leave everything up to, like, my angels and God. I try not to stress about anything, and just take it day by day. But yeah, I feel like journaling and like the whole manifesting more would definitely help. So yeah,
Yeah.
it all makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
good.
this year's going to be a good year for you.
Oh, I hope so. Thank
Are
you
you
for
looking
saying
for a new
that.
job? Are you switching jobs?
I'm looking into different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
see a
definitely
new career
trying.
path.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah,
say you're on a new journey. It feels like,
I'm
and
trying.
it's
So,
positive.
yeah, trust Archangel Michael for sure. I mean, all of them, but really step into that trusting that they've got your back, and ask for validation and signs, and keep asking, because you deserve it. You deserve all of the wonderful things in this world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So if you wouldn't mind when we put you back in and backstage, if you could exit out so somebody else could get in, that would be great because we're full
Okay, no problem. Have a
backstage.
good night.
Thank you. Good
Stay
night.
stay with us on the show, though.
Yeah,
Of
watch
course.
this. Don't give up. Okay. Well, that was fun. Let's answer one question. You pick the question, Cheryl. There's so
Let
many.
Yeah, let's see. What are the most, this is from Nadia. She says, what are the most common angels around me to get closer? Thank you. This is from Nadia,
I
right at
saw
the
that
end.
too.
I'm
That's in
sorry.
the private chat.
Oh, okay. Should
Go to
we
the
not
other
answer?
chat because Nadia's backstage.
Oh, Nadia's backstage.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you're reading the backstage comments. Go to the regular.
Okay. Cindy is asking, which angels are around me helping me manifest my dreams? I just want to say right now, I don't know if you know a Gloria, Cindy, somebody named Gloria, but I felt Archangel Gabriel asking you to use your voice more is what I'm hearing. Like I'm playing with my necklace because I feel my throat, like use your voice more, like really speak your dreams out loud, or speak what you want to manifest out loud. But Archangel Gabriel is right with you, is what I'm feeling. And go ahead, Kelley.
I love that, and I think that's beautiful. I have to say, Cindy, you've always been like kind of surrounded by angels since you were a child. I do feel like they've always been there to kind of pick you up in difficult times, and you're very, very open. I feel like to allowing that. And for you, I have to say, and let me know if you understand this in the comments. You actually feel like a warm fuzzy or a tingly feeling around you when it happens. That's like their energy signature for you, and you feel good all over. It's like this warm fuzzy. And that's when you know, like, it's almost like you feel like, oh, everything's going to be okay because you felt that. So I hope that resonates. Let us know in the comments. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. And thank
Yeah,
you, Cindy. Thanks for your question. And
yeah,
let's go
thank
ahead and
you,
work with someone
Cindy.
backstage.
Yeah. Hi, Cindy. How
Oh,
are
this
you?
is
How can we
Cindy.
help you?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Good, good. Did what we say resonate with you, or
It did, because I do feel that sensation.
do you? Do you feel like speaking up more or using your voice more?
I do. I do it more through my mind instead of speaking out. I know I need to speak more, even, to the angels.
Yeah, to the angels. Like, I feel like they want to say, look, you're one of us. Like, you're part of their team or they're part of your team. Sometimes we put them on a pedestal, even though we do have reverence for them, and they're a very high ethereal, manifesting spiritual being. In some way they want you to befriend them, or have fun with them, or joke with them, or get along with them. That's type of feeling, because they're very much into playfulness. So Cindy, I would just say that playfulness, if you can kind of just, if it's funny, it could even be coming from your angels, if feel a joke coming on, so to speak.
Okay.
And
Great.
Kelly,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I do feel like you're very much. So I don't know if this is happening, but it feels like it's been a rough year for
Yes.
you. And I think because of that, the angels are really kind of pushing and supporting you this year, letting you know it's going to get better, and to trust and know that things are going to be okay. Now, when I say like things are going to be okay, it doesn't mean like, oh, the world's going to be perfect, right? But it just means like trust in the process is what I feel and hear. Okay.
Okay. I know every time I'm really stressed, I find dimes, and I feel that's like maybe coming from my mom, and it just helps relieve the stress.
And that's good. That I mean, I think that we need those signs from our loved one. We need to know, like, okay, are they really with us? Even though they're physically not here, they're still with us, right?
Right.
And when we need that, I do think spirit makes itself known. You
Yes.
know, my husband keeps getting the number 20 constantly for the last 6 weeks, and he cannot figure out what it is. And I know I'm looking up the number. I know what it's about. And sometimes we have to acknowledge what it's about, but he hasn't done that yet, right? So
Right.
once we acknowledge it and we accept it and we understand it, I feel like then like it can happen. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
So just keep trusting in that and knowing that they're all working for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can I say, Cindy, I feel a lot of energy around your head or the back of your head. Like I feel like you're either getting ready to have an awakening or a transformation. Maybe you're in it, but it does feel like you're kind of stepping into a new, I could say a new chapter in your life, but it does feel like a new connection with spirit, though. Do you feel like you're moving that
I,
direction, or you're moving into something unknown, right?
I do, and I've been really manifesting. I've been trying to learn new techniques on manifesting and things like that.
Yeah, I love it for you. And I really do think you're someone who puts it like you're going to, they're looking at you over there going, wow, she can manifest this, and this, they're just going to, you're just going to be that easy. But it's something about how it's something about how you connect, I think, really. And maybe it's just your connection, but I'm feeling like you're moving into that bridge of really getting that solid connection happening. And I'm really happy for you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you stay with us on tonight's show because
Yes.
there's more coming. We have more readings, but you might be able to take some more readings that we're offering other people. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for being on our show tonight, Cindy.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you
been
and
a
Happy
joy.
New Year.
You
Happy
too.
New
Thank
Year.
you.
So, question from the audience now in the main comments, but actually, I don't know if Brianna posted some of the Instagram comments in the back in the private chat, because it doesn't look like the Instagram comments are coming through here.
Okay.
So, if you want to look back there, I'm going to let you pick the comments.
I will pick it. It's right here. Diana 1004. Can our loved ones be someone else's angels? Can
I'm
our
not
loved ones be
thinking about
someone
it.
else? Now, Diana, you are thinking on that. I'm telling you, Diana 1004. Oh my gosh.
What
Kelly,
do
go
you
on.
think? Well, it caught my eye like that immediately. And my first thought in my head was they're all our angels. They don't
Yeah.
belong to anybody in particular.
Yeah.
They work with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
go
mhm.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna, well, just talking about angels, I was sharing with people before that, many of us have Archangel Michael, right? Many of us can have the same angels because the angels are, they're that's their purpose, is to serve as many people as they can, or
Yes.
many people who are open to it. And I'm sure our loved ones, our departed loved ones, who we feel might be our angels, can definitely, because they're helping us. Yes, and helping someone else. So I would say yes to that question.
And just to hop on another question real quick that kind
Yeah,
of goes in
let's.
line with that.
Mhm.
Somebody, and I can't find it now, but right before that one, somebody posted, can a loved one be an angel? And that's something I have pondered and questioned my entire life because, like
Mhm.
I said, I had this confusion as a child. They were all angels to me. But then I came to find out, around 3 or 4, that one of my angels was actually my great grandmother.
Mhm.
So I still believe that just because they're a loved one doesn't mean they're still not part of the angelic realm or working with the
Mhm.
angelic realm for us.
Mhm.
So to me, I feel like sometimes they can go hand in hand. Does that make sense?
It does. They could be a messenger for the angels. They
Yeah,
could be.
yeah. I don't think there's any hard, fast rules
Yeah, I don't think
because
so.
we don't know everything,
Yeah.
and I think that we just have to trust if it feels like it's from the angelic realm, even though it's a loved one, it's still, if you felt that, that's what you're getting. That's my belief.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, should we take someone backstage? We're doing great here. I hope everyone's having a good time. Let us know in the
I
comments section if you're enjoying the show, because I mean, we may have to have a part 2 or bring this on
I think
another time as
so.
well, 'cause we're getting so many great questions and so much great feedback. Let us know, guys, how you're enjoying the show tonight, and we'd love to hear your feedback. And
Yes.
who's
Let's bring
backstage with us tonight?
Tara
Hi.
or Tara.
Hi
It's Tara or Tara? Hi.
hi there, it's Tara. Can you hear me?
Tara.
I
Yes.
can.
Thank you. How can we help you tonight?
No, I get a lot of signs from my angels as well, and I guess just little things, whether it be through ladybugs or numbers and things like that, where I know it's my loved one kind of showing up.
Mhm.
I guess I would love to know the difference between kind of an angel and a guide.
Okay. That's a really good question, and it's one I struggle with. So I'm gonna let Cheryl answer this because I really think there's a lot of connection between the two. But I'm
Yes.
gonna let her go with her
Okay.
explanation, and then I'll
Mhm.
tell you kind of what I think. And
Mhm.
I know that there's gonna be like 100 answers for this.
There will
Again,
be.
we don't know
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We can only go what we resonate with, right?
Mhm, mhm.
You
So
go ahead.
I usually group them together. When you hear me speak of angels or guides, I'm usually saying angels and guides. I'm saying ask everybody, ask your angels, ask your guides. I want to say spirit guides might be in some way more of your inner circle. Okay, if we
Hmm.
just say that. But angels could be part of your inner circle as well. But I
Mhm.
do feel spirit guides are more of a support system to maybe help you play piano better or sculpt better or be a better communicator or play take up a travel hobby, or they help you improve in life. Your guides are here to help you improve. I had a guide come to me telling me that she was going to help me create an online course. I've told that story
Mhm.
before. Betsy,
Yes.
that's my guide. She came to me. I believe angels are there also, but angels, I do believe, oversee, they overwatch. I do believe more of an ethereal feeling with angels. about maybe they're looking out for the bigger picture. I
Yeah.
know that angels and guides come to you before you were born. I think we have many guides and angels. I really don't want to ever limit that number. But usually I do feel that my departed loved ones are guiding me, but I do believe they could be they could be an angel for me too. But usually my departed loved ones for me, and that's just me, are more of my guides. But just a couple of them. And what about you, Kelly?
I agree with everything you
Yeah.
said.
Did you?
And I
Okay.
have to say, since I started developing, like probably 12 years ago, like really kind of understanding everything and like working with this, I know that when I feel the angelic realm, I can tell the difference now.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm feeling the angels or the angelic realm, I always smell roses or potpourri
Mm-hmm.
kind of smell.
True.
And I feel intense love,
Mm-hmm.
like to the point of like it brings tears to your eyes.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Yeah.
And this came to about when my son died.
Mm.
He came through as an angel, in a meditation, but he wasn't the angel, right? But his middle name was Michael, and he was in a blue hoodie with blue wings, and he wrapped me with these blue wings. So to me, he was with Archangel Michael, and they were giving me healing. And I
Oh,
felt all this love infused through me, and my heart opened up, and I felt, now I know what the angels are. So my son now is more of a guide, and
Mm-hmm.
he works with my angels. That's what I think. So sometimes I think our loved ones are like they're our guides, but not always. Just some
Mm-hmm.
loved ones choose that. They were a guide in our life because we've had so many lives with them that they're part of our journey. And then I think, we have guides sometimes that maybe is nobody we ever met. For example, when we started the radio show, I started feeling guidance on the radio show and being pushed in a certain direction by a new guide that popped in for the radio show. And I know that this guide had probably been in radio in a previous life when it was living on the earth. So I
oh,
think that's
interesting.
kind of how it works. Yeah.
If I could add, what I did a few years ago is I worked with angels individually. Like I would work with Archangel Michael for a while. I would feel Archangel Michael. I would journal. I would connect. I would ask him to help me understand him more and what does his energy feel like. And then I would move on to another angel, Archangel Gabriel or
Mhm.
Ariel. And I would work with angels, just getting to know them, to feel their energy, their presence, as Kelly mentioned, when they're here, right? So I invite you to do that. See if that helps you, because their energy is very different than guides. I will say their energy is much more. I don't know what is
Powerful.
the
It's
word.
strong. It's
Yeah,
like I don't know how to explain it either. Um,
yeah.
but it's an emotion.
It's an emotion, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. And I've definitely had, different saints or angels that I've prayed to that have helped kind of work with my guides that I felt. Like I do get a lot of signs. Sometimes I wish I could have more of a direct connection like the two of you do, but I definitely get a lot of signs from my
Yeah.
relatives and those that have passed.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Mm.
And I just feel like you're supposed to work with angels. So just, Tara, you feel like you're on that path of
Mhm.
the angels are leading you, so please just, kind of surrender or, uh, you know, um, give gratitude because gratitude actually draws that connection closer.
Yeah.
So please see if that helps you, Tara. But
Thank
yeah, it
you.
was
No,
lovely having
thank
you
you.
on tonight and such a great question. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
the
you.
great question. I'm going to put you backstage.
Okay, thanks.
There's so many questions. This is like amazing. I love angels, and apparently so do other people because we have so many people on here for angels tonight. Um, I'm then letting you pick all the questions. So I'm going to pick one. There was
Okay.
one back here. This one, let's see, where is it?
It's so funny. Someone's like talking about hearts, and seeing hearts everywhere. And isn't it funny how we see hearts in everything now? It's like a leaf, on the ground is a heart, a drop of water on the sidewalk after a rainfall is in the shape of a heart. It's just a beautiful to really appreciate that love is all around, right? Love is all
Yeah.
around.
So here's a question, and I mean, this one caught me earlier, and I'm just going to post it in here because it's on Instagram. But it's their username. I'm going to put at. I don't think our Instagram's new on StreamYard, and I don't think we get to see the comments yet. So it's just brand new. I'm just happy we get to go. I didn't get to go live, but you did.
Okay.
But so I just posted this one, and I just wanted to read it. This says, my husband just relapsed, and my daughter and I have to move on. What does our future hold?
Mm.
I feel like this is where you find your power. This is where you find your strength, and you teach your daughter and yourself that you can get through anything. Because I feel like you've sometimes not always believed in yourself or doubted yourself. And I think you're about to find out how amazing you really are. Things are going to be hard, but you're going to get through it. And I do think that you are ready for better things. And so you're going to start creating and manifesting those better things for you and your daughter. And I want to say, keep praying for your husband who relapsed. And remember, addiction of any kind it's an illness. And it doesn't mean we have to enable, but we can definitely, put out to the universe that we're praying for that person. Whether they find their way or not, it's on them, not us, but we can send out those good, beautiful prayers. So that's what I'm going to say. Do you feel anything on that?
Well, I just want to say immediately when you read the question out loud, Kelly, I felt Mother Mary step in. And I feel like she's saying, like, soften your hearts, like, the answers are coming, even though it may not seem like you're moving forward, you are moving forward. This is a movement. And to really, it's about embracing the people around you and yourself. And it's not about judging anything at the moment. It really is about being in prayer or being in, forgiveness in some way, because I know there's a lot of emotions happening for you. But I did feel asking Mother Mary, like sticking with her, asking her to be your guide. And once again, it could be Mother Mary. It could be another divine female energy that you connect with. It could be Mother Teresa or Kuan Yin or Isis. It could be a totally another divine female energy, but it is the creative healing prayer that I'm connecting with of Mother Mary and forgiveness. So I really think you are surrounded by angels, at this time.
I agree. Yeah.
It's
So I
Kelly.
hope that helped at JK and GN 1204. I don't know how you say those names. I do my best.
No, you
So
were great.
it is almost 8:00. Do you want to take one more?
Yeah, sure.
We haven't made any announcements. We'll do one more announcements.
Okay.
Okay. So hi, Janet.
Hi, guys. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So I was listening to you. I love listening to both of you just because I've picked up what you've been telling everybody else. I don't seem to talk. I talk to Mother Mary a lot, but I don't feel anybody really. And I've had like one of the worst weeks. I mean, not weeks, years ever. I'm almost 69 in a couple days. And I need the whole first row up in heaven to come down and help me. So do you see anything around me or feel?
I see immediately right above your head and just the camera, and it might just be the lighting, but to me, that's a sign still that you are being connected and surrounded by angels. Now, I don't know how close you were to your father, but I feel like your father is very connected to you and helping you as well.
Okay.
I feel like he was a protector for you in life, and he's trying to protect you from the other side. I also feel like you have a huge family of support on the other side of like loved ones.
Yes.
And I just feel like everybody's kind of surrounding you with this healing love, and that the angels are also coming through. It's almost like they're infusing you with the love. Now, I know it's been a rough year because to me, it feels like it's been a rough year, not just emotionally, but medically, like you had some medical
Yes.
issues.
Oh, very much. Yeah.
and you know, they can't they can't like make everything perfect, right? Because part of life is like we get older and things happen. But I do
Yep.
think that things are going to get better this year. I do think you're going in a new route when it comes to your medical. For some reason, I feel like either you've gotten new doctors or you're trying a new something different. And I think that, you know, being open and allowing these new treatments in is going to be helpful.
Okay.
And having faith and trust. But also, I think sometimes we can get into a situation where things are so hard that we start to become negative and think that everything's just horrible and we can't find any good. So I want to encourage you to find, anytime you're feeling down, to find something good to be grateful for. And that
Mhm.
will help improve your health, believe it or not.
All right.
And it's scientific. If you can Google, there's been studies on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that I know it gets difficult because I have difficult days too, and I'm only 53, and I have medical issues and health issues as well, and some days I just wake up feeling like, what's it gonna be like in 10 years or 20 years? Like, how am I gonna do this? But I know that I try to find all the things that I'm grateful for, and I'll start to feel better. So sometimes remember, our mind can affect our body, and I think that's really important.
Right. I believe that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you've done really well, but you've struggled because it's almost like everything hit you too much at once.
It did.
And it felt like, what is going on? But it's you're gonna be okay. You're gonna get through this and things are gonna feel better this year. That's what I hear.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
If I could just
welcome.
add in, I do feel Archangel Michael around you, Janet.
Oh,
And I
good.
feel like,
Okay.
and did you have surgery this year? Did you have a surgery?
No, but I've had
Okay.
quite a bit of surgery.
Because I feel
A
like there's
lot.
something about you letting go of the, baggage, or it's almost like there's some energy of romance and newness coming into you. That's almost like a better vision for yourself. It's almost like you're becoming a stronger you. I don't know if that makes sense, from
Yes.
the inside out. Yeah,
Yes.
did you say that? Yeah, it's what I'm feeling. So I would just keep, thanking your family for helping you, thanking Archangel Michael. But we see people in the audience giving you best of luck, Janet. Many tight hugs
Oh,
to
tell them I'll
you.
thank you.
Yes, everyone's sending you love. Yeah, Elsie. Elsie is love first one to step up and say best of luck, Janet. Many
No,
tight. She's giving you tight hugs. She says, you
Oh,
tell them
know.
thank you.
And as our friend Jeffrey Peck always says, I'm hugging you from here. I just want you to know that, Janet, that we're hugging you from here.
Okay. Thank you
And
so much.
Debbie says hugs for Janet. Thank you, Debbie Boniker.
yes. Thank you, Janet. I'm gonna
Okay.
send prayers your way.
Thank
You
you.
join Cheryl's prayer circle if you haven't joined it.
Yes, I do.
Thank
Okay.
you.
It's amazing. All
Thanks,
right.
Carly.
I'm gonna put you back.
Thank
And
you.
we do have some great announcements, and we want to continue this angel discussion. But if we can just announce that next week we're going to have a wonderful special guest. We're
Yes.
going to have Sabrina von Stock on January 10th.
Yes.
So next Wednesday. So please join Sabrina. If you haven't met Sabrina, she was a special guest on my Healing Prayer Circle. And guess what she talked about? Angels. Oh my gosh. If we can have her, I don't know what we're going to talk about. Maybe angels again, but wouldn't that be great?
Maybe we'll
Ask
continue
her.
it with her.
We should continue
Maybe.
it with her. She
Yeah.
took us on a brief meditation, Kelly, on how to connect to your angels. So
Oh, I want to do that. I love that.
then
I love any meditation that has to do with angels makes me happy.
isn't it great? Aren't angels the best?
They are. They are. And you do the best meditations, Cheryl.
Well, thank you. I love doing meditations for everyone. And
You do the best. You should
yeah.
make a CD or something to sell.
Okay, I will. I'll
This
put it
year.
on my 20.
I'm gonna be on you.
Thank you. Thank you. I need that. And everyone, so look, while Kelly's mentioning it, I do have a healing prayer circle on Sunday nights. It's free to join. I'd love to see you there. We do a prayer energy exchange, and then we step into a guided meditation. I'd love to see you online. If you can't make it Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, go ahead and sign up anyway, because I'll send you a recording in your inbox, and then you can use this for your email, your meditations, and make that your own. And also, if I could just announce that I do have a psychic night coming up January 11th, and that's really limited to just 12 people. So if you're the first in, there's a discount for the first few people buying tickets, and then there's a general admission price, but it's 12 people where everyone gets a reading. Once again, when this sells out, I'll plan for another one, but the first one is scheduled for January 11th. So make sure you can come to that. That's going to be a very intimate evening where everyone gets a reading. And then also on January 23rd, I do have my Circle of Love mediumship reading events where, once again, it's a small group of people, and it's mediumship readings, connecting with your departed loved ones.
And so I don't have anything major set up yet because I'm still in construction at the crystal store. But we've gone a new route with the crystal store. It's been quite a journey of getting this place set up, but we're on a good path now, and I will hopefully be opening in not as soon as we hope, but February, March. But I do want to announce that Cheryl and I will be at the Conscious Life Expo February, I think 9th through the 12th in LA.
Yes.
Please join us there. We're very excited. And we have openings for Egypt still, and I'm super excited. It's going to be an amazing trip. It's very safe. There is nothing happening there having to do with what's going on, with, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, with Gaza and Israel. It's completely separate. We'll be nowhere near that. Totally safe. We have security with us on the whole trip. It's a beautiful trip. Amazing things are going to happen. And so if you ever wanted to go to Egypt, this is the trip to go with I'm going and Jules Davis. So you're going to be going with 2 psychic mediums, and Jules, an amazing Reiki healer and crystal healer. And we will be doing lots of like a healing activation ceremony on the new moon. We'll be there during the new moon. We will have private time in the pyramids where we are going to do past life readings and things like that. Very exciting, and lots of sightseeing and lots of beautiful places, all having to do with amazing history. And I mean, it's Egypt. There is a camel ride, and there will be, it's not included in the trip, but we are going to do, because we decided to add it in, we are going to do a balloon ride for anybody that wants to do it over the Valley of the Kings. Wow. So that is super exciting. It's on my bucket list to do a balloon ride. And I'm terrified of heights, but I have faith that that's what I'm supposed to do because it's my dream. So I'm going to be doing that. So definitely check that out if you're interested in that. Go to my website, mediumkelly.com, and just look at my Egypt tab. And if it's something you're interested in, you would just click on the link to sign up. Okay? So I think that's it. And I will be posting and updating my events coming here soon as I have an ETA of when my new crystal store is opening in Sacramento. Because I like to do a lot of in-person events, but I'm going to start adding the online ones back on here very soon. It's just been chaotic trying to figure everything out with my schedule and not having an office. So it's coming.
So everyone, if you can join us in February for the LA Conscious Life Expo, we'd love to see you. That's in Los Angeles, February 9th through the 12th. But look, Sandy, if I could just say, so sign up for that. We'd love to see you in LA. We're going to have a booth there. We'd love to meet you or say hello to you, and please join us. That's going to be a great event. I want to thank everyone for coming, and I just want to say hello to Sunday. Yes, thank you for posting that. I just want to say hello, and I haven't seen the 2 of you for so long because of various reasons, but I miss watching you. Live and light to you both. Thank you for doing these. You are welcome, Sunday.
Thank you. We love doing this, so we look forward to next week with our guest and seeing everybody, and hopefully we'll figure Instagram out for anybody who likes to watch on Instagram. Just trying to figure it all out.
All right, everyone, namaste, and we'll see you again next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern, on Seeing Beyond Living Transformed.
Good night, everyone.
Namaste.